What is up today, guys? It is Mystic Dreamcatcher. Today we have Total Drama Ridonculous Race 2.0. Now this was voted by you guys. Now just keep in mind everything on forward is only my opinion. About 30% of you amazing people are subscribed to the channel, so don't be afraid to leave a like and subscribe. It's a huge help. Go ahead and comment down 2 teams you believe are gonna win. Let me go through them with you real quick. Father and Son, Hockey Bros, Brain Hearts, Joint Zoinks, Devious Duos, The Goth, XXXXXX Lovers, The Twenemies, Integrity Moralists, David and Goliath, Cast Against Their Will plus Ratio, Daters, question mark, The Queens, Opposing Personalities, BFFFLs, and Lindsay and Tyler. For example of how this will work, if they go above the placement level, that means they are safe. If they go past it, that means that's the placement I believe they would get. For example, the starting canon episode, I believe first place, would be the Daters. Now the first one usually doesn't go super hard as the rest of the challenges, and it's usually more simple like to ease the viewers into watching it. So keeping that in mind, the next 2 are the Goths, along with Integrity Moralists, yes sir. You know what, let's go ahead and have the Devious Duo as well be safe, making it in 4th. Not to mention the Queen, Brainheart following behind, along with Opposing Personalities. This is how it stands with the first 7. Hockey Bros following behind, along with the David and Goliath team. Father and Son, along with the Sadie and Katie team, had a little bit of a hiccup, but then they came through. Cast Against They Will plus Ratio, along with Lindsay and Tyler coming in very close. They gotta do better next time. In which the Joint Zoinks barely make it through, and I believe that 16th place would go to the Twenemies. This sucks considering how much I like Sammy as a character, but for plot relevance, they probably wouldn't get along very well at all. Be lots of fights, and Amy just doo-doo butter. Now we have the second leg of the race. Now the second one is, I'm gonna say you have to like recite some kind of foreign language. Let's also throw in making a traditional clay pot to go with it. After completing those 2 things, they can pass. And if I'm being honest, the first 3 teams I believe to be able to do that is Brainhearts, the Goths, and Daters. Now if I had to give someone from the bottom a chance to be very good at this, I would say probably Cast Against Their Will, because if it's like Italian, then Scary Girl might know it, or Greek. The Queens pulling through, followed by the Devious Duo and the Opposing Personalities. And while we're here, let's go ahead and throw Father and Son making it. We now have the bottom 6, Integrity Moralists getting it, along with David and Goliath. For sure, we have the unfortunate bottom 4, BFFFLs making it through, and continuing the race with them barely is Joint Zoinks. And so this leaves me in a very tricky and sad like scenario, because I don't know which team to eliminate. So I guess I'll eliminate Lindsay and Tyler. Hurts my soul to do that, but I guess Hockey Bros make it through. They are still in this race. So the next one is something physical, like crawling through an entire football field with something heavy on your back, followed by paragliding, because why not? The Daters once again taking the lead, and with a huge comeback is Integrity Moralists. Now a little bit of a surprising one coming in 3rd is Cast Against Their Will, followed by David and Goliath. I feel like Harold might actually be good at paragliding. Devious Duo coming in the next place, followed by Opposing Personalities, where I feel like Z and Ezekiel see Katie and Sadie struggling, and so they offer help in form of a little alliance, in which they accept. So after the Goths make it, the Joint Zoinks do, followed by the BFLs, and then the Hockey Bros, just because I feel like they'd be really good at this sort of thing, going nutty and getting a better placement. And then the Queens, followed by Brainhearts having a huge fell off, meaning it's between Chase and Emma, versus Dwayne and Junior, and I'm so sorry to say this, but Emma and Chase, goodbye. It probably got confusing with this Emma and this Emma right next to each other anyway. You got some more screen time. Good luck with all that. Now the next one is you gotta like train a monkey sign language, make it be able to order a certain meal, and you bring that meal to the finish line. It's only one goal, but it's a hard goal. Now with Dawn being weird she is with the animals, feel like they definitely get first, followed by the Goths. I just feel like they'd be kind of nutty at something like this. And I'm not gonna have it where DJ is like a menace to animals or anything. I'm gonna have it where he's actually like good to them, because when he was a menace or had bad luck with animals, that never really made sense to me. Scary Girl doing something weird with it. Damien being a hard carry, to be honest. He's there for comedic effect. Daters, a little bit of a setback, but they all good. I feel like Joint Zoinks got it, but now they're trying to help Katie and Sadie get theirs. In the meantime, Devious Duo was able to pull ahead, along with the Brain Hearts, leaving these 6 at the bottom. I feel like by a miracle, the Queens would somehow be able to get this. After Harold carries, Dave and Goliath makes it, along with finally Joint Zoinks and BFLs. They're like, damn, it's kind of tough carrying these two. Leaving it between the Hockey Bros and Father and Son, in which this is sad to say, but Dwayne and Junior, I think your time might be done. Feel like y'all would just be messing around way too much. I feel like these guys would too, and it almost got them eliminated. But they were able to figure it out like hours after Katie and Sadie. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, the next one is balance over a lava pit, quote unquote, over a very long bridge, get a princess through a dragon, then walk it back down the volcano, a different route in which you came in, going down a tedious path. Taking a clean first, I feel like would be the Goths, and you know what, followed by Scary Girl, just because I feel like she would look forward to fucking up the dragon. Devious Duo, followed by a very close opposing personalities and Integrity Moralists. They all come in around the same time, followed by the Queens, leaving these 6 trying to continue the race, in which David and Goliath does, along with the Hockey Bros making a semi-decent comeback. Brainhearts also making it, leaving it to be these 6, in which sadly for Daters, they do work together, both making it out of there, eliminating Cody and Sierra. I'm sorry, RIP. Feel like a lot of arguments between them might transpire. Something might happen. Boo-hoo. Plot. Now this one is going to be a double elimination, yes sir. It's just they don't know that. From one end to the other on a very long stretch of yard, with lots of obstacles and gates in the way, they have to maneuver goats through said obstacles into a pin, and when they do that, they must then make a 3-layer cake. Let's pretend they're in France. I feel like plus ratios definitely have this in the bag, along with Dawn's amazing personality giving them a very big boost in the beginning, helping with the animals. And you know what, for semi-same reasons, let's go with DJ and Brick as well. Followed by the Goths, because they just goated like that. Brainhearts doing a very nice comeback. 2 out of these 6 are about to be eliminated. However, it is not David and Goliath, nor the Devious Duo. Also congratulating with a little bit of suspense. Oh, thank you for subscribing. You never know when I'm recording a video, so don't be afraid to subscribe. The Queens, congratulations. Barely making it, and so the Joint Zoinks realized, oh hell, we're still trying to help them. They're about to finish. We're already done. We gotta get out of here. That's what they do. They have to do a little bit of betrayal, but only one can make it through now, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Which means, unfortunately, the Hockey Bros are 10th place, and the BFLs are 11th. You did very good. RIP to them. The next challenge is make 100 PB&J sandwiches for those in need, and then after you do that, go to a food pantry where after helping 30 families, you can go to the mat and you are safe. This will help a lot. Alright, so you know how Total Drama always have that like 1 or 2 goofy elimination because of something that is just like genuinely cartoonishly unrealistic? Well, I'm about to do that here. Let me show you the first 6 crossing first off. Alright, now here's the first 6, and I think you may be able to see where I'm going with this. The Goths next, and then the Queens, and here where it's cartoonish. A whole lot of Brick, and you know, DJ as well, but mainly Brick, get lost in the time, and they just keep helping over and over and over, even way over their limit. Brick's like, we still got time, and DJ's like, alright, bet, we still got time. Until they eventually realize, oh shit, we don't got time. R.I.P. the Integrity Moralis. The final 8 teams remain. The next challenge is go into like a large aquarium, find 3 pearls designated towards your team, then find clams where the underneath is your team's marking and put the pearls back in the clam. Followed by catching 3 jellyfish, in which you're done, you can hop out, race towards the finish mat. Obviously, Dawn and Scott with another dub, and you know what? Let's go ahead and give Zeke and Z this as well. I feel like Z would be pretty good at like the whole swimming thing, and just this entire challenge overall. We all know Scary Girl's good at water. Damien is probably seeing this one out again, he a wimp. Devious Duo, along with David and Goliath once again making it. Followed by the Brainhearts, in which the Goths and the Queens unfortunately have to battle it out, and it sucks eliminating them, but I'm sorry. Now I know there's a scene where they're in the water and it's fine, but there's also a scene where their makeup runs. They don't want to do that. That's like a huge time loss as they like mentally prepare themselves for that or whatever. And you know how the rest goes in total drama fashion. Alright, now for this next one, you have to use this giant Rubik's Cube that takes quite a bit of muscle to push and turn and whatnot, and follow the 50-step directions in order to solving it. And then after that, you have to play Connect 4 with large pieces you have to carry up a stairs with another team. If you win, you go. If you lose, you stay to play against the next team that arrives. If it's just you and 2 other teams, then you may go. Now, first things first, I do believe that Devious Duo is probably going to come out on top on this one. Along with Plus Ratio, they seem to do really well, and by they, I mean Scary Girl. David and Goliath, and the opposing personalities, which sadly put these at the bottom 3. The Joint Zoinks got a huge lead. And I'm sorry, but Brain Hearts, this is your challenge to get out on. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Emma and Noah stands, but 7th place is great in terms of, you know, like how many teams there were. We now have the final 6 teams. Each team must get a perfect score in Guitar Hero, followed by a perfect score in Just Dance, and then you can go on the placement mat and win. I feel like Heather, Lashana, Duncan, and Harold all kind of plot together to try and make it to the end. Also, I feel like David and Goliath would be the first team to make it, guaranteed into the top 5. The Queens making a huge comeback, a different nice feel, instead of being on the bottom. Opposing personalities followed by a close joint, leaving Devious Duo and Ratio in last, in which you already know that the Devious Duo will not go, and instead it'll be Ratio. 6th place is great, especially since Damien's a big baby. I don't mean to be so harsh on Damien, I really like his character, I can't wait to see him again. Now for the final 5, they have to pretend to be a hostage and successfully tap a Morse code in which they will get freed, but then the officers will get pretend knocked out, and then they will have to help carry very heavy money bags to the robber's truck, in which they will move the truck after being fully loaded, revealing the mat that they can step on, guaranteeing themselves in the finale, aka the final 4. Now honestly, the first 2 teams that successfully made it here last time are going to do it again, just in the different order. This is very sad to say, but honestly I think it might just be Heather and Lashana. R.I.P. 5th is once again amazing, and here we are with the final 4. They are at the last leg of the race. Alright, so the first team to make it into the final 3, continuing on with the finale race, is the Queens, followed by a very close behind them, David and Goliath, and I'm sorry, Dawn and Scott fans, but they are out of here. They did extremely well, and I bet they helped each other very much so. In which you already know the queens are getting third, meaning the winners and the alt winners are David and Goliath in joint zoinks. Who would have guessed? Now for me, obviously this is the canon winning stance, but I know for a lot of others it will be Duncan and Harold, mainly because they put in a lot more work. But they put in work too, and luck. Just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. You guys are so amazing for watching. If you have any ideas or suggestions, comment them down below. I dare you to have a good day.